All right, hey everybody. I'm in my kitchen today, and Mr. FedEx dropped something off. So this is a very special guitar for me because I had one of these back in the early, I bought it new in the early 80s. My distant uncle, legendary guitar player, my namesake, had one, and I always wanted one. So I bought one, and guess what? Back in it was a late 70s model, but back in 1981, I believe was when I bought it. Brand new, Strings and Things in Memphis, Tennessee. They they had a black one, and they had a tobacco burst in the window. You could have either one for $500. That's right, $500, brand new. And so I chose the black one. So anyway, I ended up, after I got out of school, when I was about 23, 24, I figured I would never play much anymore. But turns out I was wrong. And I have regretted selling that guitar for 40 years now. So I thought I would share my excitement. I'm going to open the end. By the way, this is I bought it from Wildwood Guitars in Colorado. And I've gotten my last probably 6 or 7 guitars from there. And it never fails. Every single one that I've gotten has been in tune, perfect. They ask you how you want it set up. So I get mine with 9s and a fairly low action. And every single time it's been perfect right out of the box. And they've all been in tune. Oh yeah, look at here. Okay, let me get this out. I'll throw the box down on the floor. All right. Okay. As you can see, it's a fairly small case. So let's see what we got here. I'll turn it toward you so you can see. I think the camera's a little high. Let me just adjust that a little. That's better. All right, we got that rearranged now. You ready? So I had one of these back in bought it new in 81. It was the late 70s. And sold it just a few, handful of years later. Always regretted it for 40 years. So let's see what it looks like. You can see it first. Oh, here's one. Forgot these had one on the back. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look at this. They're kind of like Porsche 911s. They just never change, but why should they? They're perfect like they are. Look at that. Look, they put a little pad in here so it won't bounce around in the case. Let's see. Ooh, And there she is. Oh! It even has the diamond-shaped strap buttons that mine had back then. Oh yeah, look at that. I didn't know they were doing that because my standard does not. My standard just has a round strap button, but mine back then had the diamond shape. Oh, that's incredible. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. I don't remember, but I think in the old days I may have changed out those top hats for the clear black ones. the speed knobs. But one difference that mine had back in the 70s was it had, on the tuning machine, it had the little part that folds out and you could spin it. It made tuning a little faster. All right, so let's see. Let's see if it's in tune. I'm sure the switch cover's in here. And, yeah, there it is. I want some extra strings. Here's the switch cover. Believe it or not, I will be 65 in a couple months in September. Oh, look at there. All right, come in close, let's see. Just the E chord. It's not in tune, but I'll tell you why. When it got here Sunday. FedEx brought it on Sunday. The box was like 100 degrees, and today is Tuesday. So I let it sit in the house for a couple of days. So I'm sure during that time it has just, so I am not surprised at all that it's not in tune. Let's see here, we got the card here. It was made in October of 2025. October 6th was its birthday. That's the warranty info. What is this? Oh, this is probably the keys to the case. And let's see what we got in here. We probably have a strap and how to clean it and all that. Yeah, Gibson strap. And polishing cloth. Safety manual. I don't know why you need a safety manual. Oh, and toolkit. A little, it's got screwdrivers, a hex wrench, and that's it. There's 6 on this side, 5 on that side. So there's 11 little tools here. All right. So there she is. Beautiful. Wildwood. If you're in the market for a guitar, you got to go to those guys. They're just fantastic to work with. Oh, and here's another bell cover, truss rod cover. If you would ever want to replace the one that says Les Paul Custom. I don't know why in the world you'd want to do that, but if you wanted to, there it is. So let me tell you a couple of accidents that happened with the original one I had. A guy was, I used to play a lot back in those days. So a guy was changing a microphone out on a 57 out on, no, it was a 58, out on the microphone stand, dropped it, and the plug end of it hit me right there. Right there. So I had like a half moon, a crescent moon or a fingernail dent right there in the middle of the pickups. So that's one thing. And then the other thing was, and you got to be careful of this, is the top bounced back when I was pulling it out and put a scratch right across there. So if any of you have a black Les Paul Custom with a like a little crescent moon dent right there and a little scratch here, that's mine. Let me know. All right, thanks for watching. I got some playing to do. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for indulging me for a few minutes, but this is special to me because the original one I had, I've regretted for 40 years selling it. And I had a Martin D28 from, how old was I when I got it? I think I was 15 when I got it. So that's also 50 years. I had that before I had the Les Paul, yeah. So those two things, Les Paul Custom, Black Beauty, and a Martin D28. I've regretted selling both of them. So I guess that's why I have so many guitars now. I just don't sell them. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time for either some cooking, some real estate, some photography, or more music. Bye-bye. I'm in Key West. Would you happy to see?